Welcome to another episode of GoRV Camping Cuisine, brought to you by our friends at Thetford. I've got the Viscount V1 set up at this beautiful campground. Let's get cooking. Today I'll be showing you how to make a nice simple frittata. For this recipe we need some cheese, some eggs, roughly about 6 eggs for a family of 4, some oil, salt, pepper, potato, bacon and 1 onion. You see the ingredients, it's very simple. Let's get prepping. So for the frittata we need the cooktop and the oven. Now I mentioned cooktop, but I don't see no cooktop. So beneath this bench top, we have our Thetford cooktop. So we're going to make some space and start prepping our ingredients. We need our chopping board. I'm going to begin with potatoes. So I'm feeding a family of 4, and it roughly is about 5-6 potatoes. So we'll grab our peeler and peel away. This recipe our family's been making for years. One of those trusty meals that we all come to love. So we've peeled the potatoes, now it's time to dice them. So we'll keep these potatoes just a little bit thicker, they will soften up in our pan. Now I'm going to get these potatoes into a bowl and start cutting up our onion. We're going to thinly dice our onion and of course peel. Then we're going to dice up some bacon. It's a triple dice. You're going to need 3 rashers of bacon. Now you've probably noticed I've put the onion with the potatoes, and I'm also going to add my bacon in there as well. Now that's the quickest way to do it. It'll all cook and it all tastes exactly the same. We're going to fire up our Thetford. We'll get our pan on there, drizzle some oil, we'll get our wooden spoon and we'll throw all the ingredients into the pan. I'm just going to drizzle some more oil over the top. We'll add some salt and pepper. Won't need too much salt, we've got the bacon there as well. And we'll let that sit there for about 5 or so minutes. Now we're going to move on to our eggs. This part's really easy. We're going to crack 6 eggs into a bowl. So we've got our eggs in the bowl. Now I need some cheese, and I'll find those in our Thetford N4000 top of the range fridge. It's a great size fridge. Now in our bowl, we're going to throw in a nice big handful of cheese, some salt and pepper. We're just going to beat them until it's a nice consistent mixture, and then we can add that mixture to our pan. So I've just checked our potatoes, they're still cooking away. So every now and then, just give it a bit of a stir. So we're going to turn off our cooker. The potatoes are nice and soft. Now, I'm going to let this rest here and cool down a little bit. If I apply them right now from the hot pan to our egg mixture, we'll turn them into scrambled eggs. Now that our pan has cooled down, we're going to transfer this into our egg mixture. We'll give that a mix through evenly. We want to coat the potatoes, bacon and onion with that egg. Now we're going to add this mixture back into our pan. We really want to even that whole mixture out. We're going to let that sit there just for a few minutes or so until the sides start to bubble. We want to crisp up the base of our frittata before we transfer it into the oven. I'll just make sure the Thetford is at the right temperature as I've preheated earlier on. Won't be long now. So frittata's coming along nicely in the pan. I'm going to grab some plates and make up a bit of a salad. Got a salad mix and a tomato. Nice green leaves on our plate. And we'll just dice up this tomato. We're just checking our frittata. Turn the stove off. We'll get that into the oven. It's looking and smelling great. Now I've got this special handle here. It releases. Now we're just playing the waiting game. Another 5 or so minutes. That's all it takes. Now I'm going to open the oven door and check on the frittata. That's exactly what I wanted to see. That golden browning on top. It looks delicious. And look at that, it's ready to come out. And if I'm not mistaken, I've got this done perfectly. If I give it a bit of a shake, the frittata should move freely. That's how we know it's cooked perfectly. I'm going to grab my tray. I put this tray over my pan. I've got my hand on there. Flip that over. And look at that. How's that for a frittata? Golden brown. All I've got to do now is slice this up and serve it. That's a great lunch, even a nice early dinner. The plates look amazing. Now I've got to find the judge, the jury, and also known as the boss. G'day. Take a seat. I've done something different today. I've cooked one of your recipes.
I can see that.
Hopefully I've done you some justice. I've cooked it on this Thetford cooker and it was amazing. It was just like cooking at home. It was a bit risky taking one of her recipes, but I reckon I did a pretty good job.
I'll be the judge.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's so soft inside. You can really taste that bacon and onion.
I have to agree. Yeah.
You heard that, guys. And on that note, I'd like to thank you for joining us for another GoRV Camping Cuisine. And thank you to our partners at Thetford. See you next month.